There you go. So time to go live. Going live. You're live. Hello everyone. I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Nioh 2 on the RTX 2060. If you want to see the 1050 Ti, 750 Ti, 570, 580, 1650 Super, I already did that stream a few minutes ago. You're probably here because you wanted to see the 2060. Thanks to KOEI TECMO Games for providing a copy of the game. I've been playing it for a bit, just to try to get used to the controls. Still not good enough at the game to do that. So I'll be sticking right here for now. Drink some coffee and wait for you guys to join. How are you doing, Autistic Bokoblin? How are you doing, man? Good to see you. I'll be waiting a few seconds for you guys to join. I made some coffee, so yeah. Hola, ¿todo bien? How are you doing, guys? Long time no see. Literally ended the stream 15 minutes ago, but still for me it's a long time no see. When we start stream, because the computer that does the live stream has the 2060 in it, so I need to turn off the PC and swap GPUs like crazy and do that. A. McLean 975, Jim Berat. Does the 1660 super close to the 2060? It should be like 10 frames behind, so it shouldn't be bad. Should be completely playable. Should be 1080p max settings, 60 frames on this one. ¿Este video está patrocinado? No, no está patrocinado. Solo me dieron la copia gratuita del juego. Así que sí, se podría decir que sí. Pero yo lo digo totalmente abierto. El juego me lo dieron ellos. Ray tracing. As far as I know, there's no ray tracing. Let me show you the menu for a second. Yeah, we have the same options as on the other ones. Doesn't seem to have anything new. Yeah, nothing extra on this one. So yeah, what time is it there? It's almost 3 p.m. here. Hey guys, yeah, as I was saying, at 3 p.m. my country, I was going to start the live stream in 8 minutes. So I'm waiting for you guys to join. While I wait, I'm drinking some coffee and answering questions. But yeah, the game is running pretty well on the 2060. By pretty well, I mean it's not dropping below 60 on 1080p. Basically, it just stutters. It's looking like my dinky 75Hz 1080p monitor was a good pair with my 2060 Super based on the FPS on screen. You get the right choice, man. 75 FPS. I think it's the sweet spot for most computers nowadays, especially if you have FreeSync. Holy hell. As you can see now, it's dropping below 60. Well, that happens when you're running around in this area. So it's not super often. But by lowering the effects should be okay. I mean, the 2060 Super is a little bit faster, so should be okay. Okay, let's get back here. Since this is the bad running part. Alright, so as you can see, in this part is when it starts to stabilize. La 2060 y la 5600 XT en general corren bastante similar, anda por la más barata. Do you think 8 cores 8 threads is better or worse than 6 cores 12 threads? It really depends on the game. In general, 8 cores 6 cores 12 threads should be better. But if it's an older game that requires higher single-threaded performance, their 8 cores 8 threads should do a better job. But I mean, it's for general purposes, 6 cores 12 threads, in my opinion, is a better idea. Just personal preference. So yeah. Okay, so a lot of people joined, so I think it's time to wait for my coffee to get cold so I can drink it. Any suggestions on budget monitors? Well, it depends. I mean, if you want a 1080p 144Hz monitor ViewSonic has a lot of good options considering the pricing. And if you want to go ultra-wide, LG has a great monitor. It's in the description if you want to check it out. It's 75 Hz, FreeSync, IPS, 2 milliseconds, and it's ultra-wide. So yeah, that would be my thing. I forgot to ask, does this game support RTX stuff or not? As far as I know, there's no RTX things. I couldn't find anything else in this menu. I thought it has DLSS, but I'm not finding it. So what I'm going to do now is lower the effects to low. Since some people on the internet said that it improved there were less stutters when effects show up. So low effects, that's the only tweak I will probably do in this game. But yeah, you can stay over 60 just fine. Yeah, coffee, a man of culture. Well, yeah, there's a few of us left in the world, but we still love coffee. So as you can see on 1080p with low effects, should be fine. If you have a 2060 Super, you should have like 10 FPS more. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's gone. Reduced to atoms in the water. We're also going to try a boss fight that has more effects. Is 1080p good on a 34-inch ultra-wide? I think 34-inch is a little too much. For 34-inch, I'll try 3440 by 1440. Because I have a 29-inch 1080p display, ultra-wide. And it was okay. So for 1080p as a maximum, I'll go 29 inches on ultra-wide. Then if you have a 16:9 display, 1080p I will go 28, 27 inches as a maximum. Then if you want 1440p I'll go 32 inches, and 4K more than 32 inches. Personal preference, of course. It also depends on what distance you're sitting from the monitor. So if you're at an arm's length of the monitor, 1080p 27 inches should be okay. Oh, I can attack. That's hilarious. Kick to the face. How do you think it will run on a 1660? The 1660 should probably be 1080p, highest settings, but the shadows, lower those to medium. So medium shadows, low effects, and that should give you over 60 all the time, basically. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Good enough card. Holy hell. I forgot how to block. Yaruna. Alright, come at me, bro. Yeah, I think I prefer to move faster in this game than moving slow. Let's see. Oh, he fleed. He dodged my attack. There we go. That's how you do it. If you're linking distance between 24-inch 1080p is your max. Well, yeah, 24 inches 1080p I think is the optimal size. But I think 27 inches arm's length is okay. So, yeah, I mean 24 inches I think is the best. 1080p is the best resolution, in my opinion. I had it. But 28 inches will be my limit for 1080p. The highest I would go for 1080p is 28 inches. Then if you're doing 1440p, 28 inches looks great. The pixels are super tiny. And then for 4K, I'll go at least 32 inches. This 4K monitor is 28 inches and it's ridiculously sharp. But I mean, doing 1440p already looks good in this monitor, so I don't know. Oh no, I'm going to die. So yeah, personal preference. Maximum 28 inches for 1080p, minimum 28 inches 1440p, and then 4K, well, more than 30 inches. There's just too many pixels on a 4K screen. Oh my, I'm going to die. He's super strong. No. Oh, please. Let me do the last hit. Yes, finally I killed him. Oh my god. Finally. After 5 years I could take him on. Yo, 20 pero. How are you doing, man? 20 pero. ¿En qué se supone come tanta la RAM? No tengo ni idea, la verdad. ¿En texturas? Okay, let's level up now that we have money. 4K AAA gaming, someday you shall be mine. Yeah, I mean, still a long time for that to be mainstream. But I mean, with the PS5 hitting those high resolutions, we're going to have a $200 GPU soon that can compete. That will be super interesting because all these old games will be at 4K just fine. Hey, how are you doing, man? You're back. Well, welcome back, man. But yeah, as you can see, 1080p is fine if you want to play at over 60 frames most of the time. Let's go to the boss fight as I promised. So we're going to run away if we can. Okay, the most normal foot shoulder killed me. Does 1080p look worse on a 1440p monitor compared to 1080p monitor? Yes, it does look worse because you're upscaling from 1080p to 1440p. So you're going, I mean, due to the scaling, you're going to see it blurrier. So for example, if you have a, I don't know, a 1080p display and a 1440p display, if you display 1080p on any of those monitors, on the 1080p monitor, it will look better because the pixels are mapped perfectly to each of the monitor's pixels. In the 1440p monitor, it won't look bad, but it will look blurrier, to say it in some way. So yeah, if you're doing 1080p, make sure to get a 1080p monitor for the best visuals. It's like doing, I don't know, something like, I don't know, 900p on a 1080p monitor. It doesn't look great, but on a 900p monitor of the same size, usually it looks better because it's mapped perfectly. So yeah. Anyways, so 1080p, as you can see, we're getting pretty good numbers. Not 120 like the PS5 on 1080p. Oh, let's try that. Let's try getting 120 like the PS5. The PS5 has a 120 FPS mode that is 1080p with some lower settings. Let's try that. So this is 1080p max, low effects, mid shadows. So I lower the shadows from high to medium. Soy de Uruguay, Fisu Juan. Bienvenido. So guys, by lowering the shadows to medium and the effects to low, I'm getting basically over 100 FPS, but not quite 120. Not sure if the PS5 has consistent 120, but that's what I'm trying to achieve. If you were wondering. Let's get around here. Come at me, bro. Alright, got him. Ultra. Yeah, not yet, not yet. Ultra, I mean, just lower those effects to low. It doesn't look that different really, and it runs a lot smoother, especially in those parts where there are many effects, like those boss fights. But it seems to be possible to do over 100 FPS. So yeah, not quite consistent 120, but we're getting there. Feels pretty smooth, not gonna lie. So yeah, let's continue. Let's go directly to the boss fight. Let's just skip all this part. If I can run fast enough, maybe. Yeah. Not going to run fast enough. Ultra. Yeah, coming soon. In your closest 1440p, we're going to do that. Hang on. Soft lighting, by the way, very dapper looking. Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Oh, shucks. Oh no. Please don't kill me. I'm live. I shouldn't be dying, I should be winning. There we go. What is the most significant difference in low effects versus high effects? I couldn't find it yet, but it seems to be looking basically the same. What I noticed is less stutter, not a huge FPS improvement, only more stable. More stable gameplay on the Nvidia cards. On the AMD cards there wasn't a big difference, but on the Nvidia cards I saw more consistency when effects show up. Not sure what's up with that. Yeah, even when doing the boss fight here, I'm seeing pretty decent numbers, over 100 FPS. Of course, when many effects show up, it can be kinda insane, as you can see. But yeah. Dog of Arcane behind. Really? I cannot hear it with my headphones. That's insane, man. I'm partially deaf, maybe. Have you completed Sekiro? No, not really. Too much for me. But yeah, I mean, Sekiro is a good game as well. Yeah, I mean, it's getting over 100 FPS in most places. The thing is, when you're running around in some parts, it likes to drop below 100. Yeah, 144 is super smooth as well, but Nioh 2, sorry, only has a maximum 120 FPS, so you cannot really choose there. So yeah, let's go back to the menu. We're going to try now 1440p. Unfortunately, for changing resolutions, you need to go back to the menu, which is pretty unfortunate, but hey, whatever. Is this Nioh 1 plus Nioh 2? No, this is only Nioh 2. Nioh 1 is already on Steam, and it runs very similar to this, which is pretty hilarious. So yeah, if you want Nioh 1, it's a separate game. Let's keep FX on low, so it runs good. And we're doing 1440. I'm about to start a war here. Nvidia is better than AMD. Yeah, no. Do not start wars. That's not what the channel is for. The channel is to see how the game runs, basically. Anyway, so 1440p, highest settings. Oh, I forgot to mention low effects. Nvidia cards in this game seem to suffer with effects on high. Alright, so 1440p. It looks so much sharper, it's ridiculous, man. I love how 1440p looks in this monitor. It's insane how sharp it can get. Although I wish they had a better anti-aliasing solution. That's probably why 1440p looks so much better. On 1080p has jagged edges everywhere. This cleans up a little bit of that, so yeah. Is it possible to test the GTX 1070? Unfortunately, I do not have a 1070, but it should be a little slower than this, I think. This usually runs like a 1070 Ti, so it should be a few frames behind, not super far away. Headshot. Dark Souls 3 is most better than Sekiro, but Sekiro, it's Dark Souls 1 and 2. Well, it's a... I mean, I feel it like a completely different game, really, with Souls mechanics. So yeah, I mean, I didn't like Sekiro as much, personally. It was too fast-paced. That's because on Dark Souls I usually went with the tank controls. So I like to have a lot of armor, very little dodge. And that's basically it. Hit hard and slow, and then have a lot of health. That's basically my strategy. So Sekiro threw that out a window, so that's why I probably didn't like it as much. And in this game, it feels more like Sekiro, but easier. Holy hell, but easier, and I get killed when I say that the game is easier than Sekiro. Nvidia issue might probably get fixed with newer drivers, yeah, maybe, or a game patch, who knows. I just got the game and Oh, on green Steam. LMAO, dude. LMAO. Well played, sir. Come on. Attack me. Oh, really? 2 at once? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, it's pretty tough. But this game also tells me to block sometimes and I don't pay attention, so it's on me. Oh, so close, no matter how far. Why don't you test your 1660 Super? Because I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. I sold it to a friend and I got a 2060 for the live streams. Maybe in the future I get another one, but today is not the future. It should be slightly slower than this, so don't worry. Stream delay is like 30 seconds, yeah, true. That's what happens when you stream at 4K. You get great visuals for YouTube, but the latency is super high. But I mean, this will be saved as a video, so should be better for the future to do latency, 30 seconds latency stream, considering it will be a 4K video later. So yeah. Holy hell. Super tough. So yeah, as I was saying a second ago, 1440p appears to be fine. We are locked at over 60 frames, so yeah. Just lower those effects to low, and you should be good to go. Yeah, high shadows, 1440p, effects on low, and that's basically it. You don't need much to run it at 60. Although, if you lower those shadows from high to medium, you jump from 78 all the way up to 85. So, if you want a few extra frames, lower those shadows to medium. But since we're over 60, it should be okay. So yeah, let's do now 4K. Now that we're here, we gotta go back to the main menu to do so. But it is what it is. So the only recommendation so far that I can give you is put those effects on low. Will it work on RX 570 or 1650 Super? Yeah, it should be fine. I made a video an hour ago, so there it should be pretty clear. The 570 and the 1650 Super run it okay. Alright. So 4K, low effects, high textures, ambient occlusion, reflections, high shadows. And let's get back into the game. We're going to lower those shadows though. I already see that it's going to take a lot of horsepower. Do you think the performance will be better on a 2070? Yeah, of course. The 2070 should be like 10-15 FPS ahead, so you can max it out just fine. At 4K though, you're probably going to have a better time than me. So 4K runs pretty good. And it looks super sharp at 4K, holy hell. I love how this looks at 4K, Jesus Christ. 1080p is so blurry in comparison to this. Well, it's probably because I have a 4K monitor. But oh man, looks so much better. But again, the game needs a better anti-aliasing solution. That's probably why 4K looks so much better. Because the anti-aliasing in this game is basically non-existent. So yeah, looks super sharp. Runs pretty good, because I was expecting way less from the 2060 on this game. Just make sure again to lower those effects to get a consistent experience. Alright. But yeah, this one was super easy to run on the 2060 so far. Even at 1440p you can do 60s. El pueblo te pide la serie RPC SX3. Sí, pronto. Guys, soon I'm going to try RPCS3. I just need to know, let me know in the chat right now, what do you want me to test? The Ryzen 5 3600 or the Ryzen 3 3100? And both is not an option, it's only one. Because I'm going to test multiple GPUs, but I need to have a decision on what CPU I'm going to use on the emulator tests. So some RPCS 3 games use a lot of GPU, but some others use a lot of CPU, so let me know in the chat, what do you want to see? The 3600 or the 3100? 4 cores 8 threads or 6 cores 12 threads? I'm going to do a poll anyways, but I want to know about you guys that are watching the stream right now. You're usually the best people to ask. So yeah, let me know what you want to see. I'm super interested in knowing your opinion. Well, as you can see, 4K is doing 40 frames, over 30, better said. So it doesn't seem to be difficult to run on this card. Let's see, we're going to run directly to the boss fight to see how it happens with a lot of effects on screen. Come on, we can do this. Get into the boss fight. Going to get killed in a couple hits, but that's fine. Alright. Yeah, we're still over 30, so good. 4K is doing okay. Oh my, I'm going to die. Well, that's no new stuff. So yeah, over 40 even with a lot of effects on screen, as you can see. Okay, Ryzen 3. Okay, I'm seeing all Ryzen 3s, so probably going to be Ryzen 3. One Ryzen 5. Alright, so time to lower shadows to medium. Let's see, we are 44 FPS, we jump all the way up to 46. Oh my god, so many FPS extra. No, not a lot. No mid occlusion, no reflections. Shadows on low. Yeah, I have to turn off shadows to get 60 frames per second, really. Well, it's 4K. Kinda makes sense. So 4K lowest, let's call this. Let's see if we can get 60 frames without shadows. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be possible. So yeah, my advice would be 1080p low effects, 1440p low effects, or 4K low effects, so you get 30 frames per second on that one. So yeah, either 4K 30 or 1440p 60 or 1080p 60. That would be what I recommend for this card. Just lower those effects to low and you should be okay. Nice. Ryzen 7, I don't have a Ryzen 7, Ryzen 3, Ryzen 5, because I don't think a 3100 will do very well. Well, that's true. That's another thing to keep in mind. But yeah, thank you guys for your opinions. I appreciate them a lot. It makes it easier to make videos on the channel that people want to watch. People such as you guys. You're downloading Nioh 2 now, that's why the stream is lagging. Yeah, probably. If you're downloading something and your internet connection is not great, you're going to have a bad time watching a live stream at the same time. That's hilarious, man. Is it worth playing? Personally, I like it a lot with the controls. I didn't like Nioh 1, but this one controls a lot better, at least in my opinion. I'm liking the combat more, and I got multiple weapons that I like. Multiple weapons that I like. Ugh. So I have the katana here, or this thing. So yeah, I like it more than Nioh 1. It's a little bit faster than Dark Souls 1, so it's a good middle ground, I'd say. So let's go now back to the resolution we were before. So we put effects, let's go back to 1080p. So we put effects on low and the rest maxed out. Gotta go to the title screen. Thank you so much, Take Hero LOL, for becoming an awesome supporter 1.0. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel directly. I hope you enjoyed that icon and the emojis. Thank you so much, man. How are you doing? It's been a while. I always see you responding to comments. Thank you, man, for the help. Super appreciated. I'll be around when I can. Well, thank you. You're always around, man. I always see you in the comment section. I notice you, senpai. So 1080p, my advice is low effects, the rest maxed out. So yeah, 1080p, max plus low effects. And let's play a little bit of the game. Let's see if I can do something else that is not dying. Maybe I go to the tutorial or something. Alright, back into the game. How is the PC port so far? Runs very similar to Nioh 1, but it looks a little bit better. Also, the combat feels a lot smoother, at least in my opinion. We now have a 120 FPS option. So yeah, that's basically it. If you have this card, you can get 1440p 60 just fine. And if you lower the shadows a little bit, you can do 1080p close to 120, but not quite 120, so... Do you make streams playing or only testing? Only testing, because that's what I do in the channel. And usually when I'm playing, I like to be alone. So, yeah, I'm not pretty good at speaking while I play the game. I get distracted. So yeah. In general, I just play a little bit of the game in a live stream like this one, because I already finished testing everything. So yeah, it won't be super long. I'm going to play a little bit of the game, trying to not die before the boss fight. And then we'll see what we do. Gotta attack the guy up there. That is the one that's taking the health away. Come on, we can do this. You piece of shit. Finally dead. Same to you. Whoa, I died. No, I fall. Alright. Hell yeah. Die, you annoying grunts. Please die. Don't kill me before the boss fight. Please. Okay, I got one. Hopefully I can get the other before he kills me. Alright, alright. Yeah, I like to play alone in the dark, without any voices hitting my ear. Alone. Super lonely. Let's see, where does this take me? I need to play some God of War. I have it on PS4. And I want to see if I can finish it. I just started the game, I want to finish it. So yeah. This is a 2060. Which 2060? The single fan ASUS model. Terrible. Do not get the single fan 2060. It heats up crazy and it drops the core clock quite a bit, so don't get the single fan 2060. Request assistance. Yes, please help me. As many people as possible. Please kill everyone. Can you? I'm going to die here. I have no healing items. I have nothing. I cannot use this thing. Okay, I'm going to go back and just run all the way here, so I have more healing items. Hopefully he runs with me. Not sure if that's actually another person or a bot. But hey, how much did the 2060 cost you? It was pretty cheap. I got it as a trade for a 1650 non-super that I had laying around. So yeah. I got it very cheap. I paid like $150 because I gave a card as an exchange. So yeah, I took the chance to get a cheap 2060 to remove the background. Hopefully he survives that attack. I'm going back into that boss fight section. 1080p max plus high effects. Can we get 60 consistent? This V-Sync is turned on. As far as I know, the effects on high really do make us stutter, so I just recommend keep effects on low and don't bother with effects on high, at least not on the Nvidia cards. Look, he puked on me. That's disgusting. He threw a rock at me. Okay. That's fair, I guess. Alright. Okay. Good thing I have this person helping me out. I literally can't defeat the first enemy in every Souls game I tried. Well, you'll get better at it eventually. Alright, let's get to this boss fight. Wish me luck. I'm with my friend here that is walking, chilling around. I'll just stay here and wait for him to beat him. Hopefully I do not die in the process. He does so much damage. Okay, my friend is gone forever, I think. Oh no, he's still alive, awesome. Hopefully I'm not the one that dies. Yeah, attack him. Kill him. Kill him. That's so tough. Holy hell. How was I supposed to defeat this on my own? Holy hell, he almost got me there. Whoa. Close. Let's use the other weapon. I'm going to use this thing. What the heck? So strong. Please don't die. I'm not going to beat this boss on my own. Yeah, I end up dying myself. Holy hell. That's a tough boss fight. Is it a bot? Yeah, I think so. I think it's not a person. It's probably a boss. Holy hell, that's so tough, it's insane. Maybe I'm not supposed to fight it right now. So let's go now for back to the menu, and we're doing 1440p, just to show you how it runs in the boss fight. So we're doing 1440p max with FX on low. So let's try that one more time. Kill him! Yeah, kill the boss for me, please. Alright, so 1440p, low effects, high shadows. The game looks a lot sharper like this, which makes sense. I'll drink a little bit of coffee. Delicious coffee. Okay, wish me luck. I'm going to try this again. I need better weapons, I think. Yeah. Even with the first enemy I encounter, I having issues. There you go. ¿Qué haces de campera? ¿Está fresco en Uruguay? No, tengo el aire prendido. Does anyone have a 3000 series card? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, the 4 that they made are probably already out of stock. Hopefully that gets fixed soon. Alright, can I call another human to help me out? No? Okay. There you go. So as I was saying, I was going back to the boss fight because apart from me wanting to progress in the game, I wanted to see the frame rates at 1440p with more effects on screen. So yeah, it runs pretty well on the 2060, in my opinion. Annoying monsters. What the heck? I have no more stamina. It runs out super quickly. Okay. Done with that one. Yeah, I mean, how do I want to defeat a boss if I cannot even defeat the grunts waiting outside? Alright. That's how you do it. Let's see, this way. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be the correct way. So, oh man, this is not looking good at all. A strange force prevents you from opening it. Okay, fair enough. What is this? Oh no, I'm not fighting the Revenant. Screw that. Alright, let's fight. Come on, let's take this outside. Here, come on. Let's fight outside. I promise you I won't hit you. Oh yeah, I forget I have a stamina bar. I always forget about that. Yeah, I need to time my hits better. Alright, that's better. So I have to make no mistakes or I'll die, basically. Come on. Come on, monster. Holy hell. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, I literally spend all my stamina trying to dodge. Alright. Thanks, Bloodbath. I appreciate it, man. Love you too. So as you can see, 1440p runs pretty well if you lower those effects. But yeah, I don't have much else to show you. 1080p runs at over 60 just fine. You can even do over 100 FPS if you lower those shadows to medium. But yeah, the game is pretty challenging, just like Nioh 1. I think Nioh 1 was worse in the difficulty. By worse I mean it was more difficult. But after you beat the start, you should be with better gear. I just don't have enough experience with the game, I guess. And I'm super used to dodge with square on Assassin's Creed, that when I press square here, I just hit them with the sword. So yeah, the button prompts do not help, because I'm used to dodging with square, not with X. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream as much as I did dying to the same boss over and over. I hope it was good to watch. And yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. And let me... Oh, wait. I'm going to fight the boss once more. If I have enough... Oh, I cannot request the assistance. So no, screw that then. The stream is over, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see ya next time. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching. See ya.